Netflix isn't really known for their cartoon and animation shows. They're usually put on the back burner of reality TV shows or live action. But Netflix has churned out a couple fan favorites. Shows like Arcane and Avatar are some of the biggest animation shows out there today. One show, while flying under the radar for most fans, is also one of the most beloved. I'm talking about, of course, The Hollow. Now, The Hollow is far from the most striking cartoon you could find today, but it also has a great plot, unique characters, and an overall high level of quality surrounding it. Now, I had a lot of fun watching this show, and in today's video, I'll be explaining what I love about it, what makes it so special, and if there are any aspects of the show that were underwhelming going back to it. To support the channel, don't forget to like and subscribe. Before I dive into what was so great about this show, I want to explain a bit about what it was about. Three teens wake up in a surreal world and don't know each other. They soon realize that they're stuck in a simulation and they need to solve mysteries in order to escape. I, for one, really love the premise of this show. It's so creative and really demonstrates how good the writing was for this season in particular. Eventually, they find their way out of the simulation, and along the way, they find other participants of the game and discover themselves in a new light. One thing I can give to this show is that there's really not another show I can compare The Hollow to, and that's certainly a good thing. When they escape the game, they all wake up and are surprised. It was all just a game after all. I just want to say that I didn't really like how the season ended. Having the characters be shown in real life was kinda cringy and took away from the spookiness that the show had built up for the last 10 or so episodes. Yeah, but I really love the story of this show, and the premise is easily one of the best things this show has going for it. The characters in this show also deserve their flowers as well. The main trio of Adam, Mira, and Kai have some really great chemistry together, and they all complement each other's personalities. Adam makes for a really good leader as he's confident, well-spoken, and has a nice little rivalry with Kai at the start of the show. Speaking of Kai, Kai is the funny guy who's occasionally serious. He does a good job of easing the mood for the show and is a fan favorite for many. And finally, we have Mira. Mira is easily the kindest and nicest character in the show, and that's what the show really needs sometimes. Her and Adams are great friends and are great for each other as well. Now on to a sour spot for many fans of the show, and that's the slightly underwhelming Season 2. While I wouldn't say that Season 2 is bad by any means, it definitely is a step down from the stellar first season. The plot is not nearly as developed this time around and has way more plot holes than I would have liked. The new characters are a lot more shallow this time, and don't even mention Weirdy. I liked Weirdy in the first season. I thought he was a funny and likable guy, but in this season, man, he is so damn annoying. All of the disappearing and ignoring the characters every time they try to communicate to him. He's flat out unbearable, and he's the main reason why fans dislike this season as much as they do. The ending for this season is especially weak, as it provides little to no closure for this season, especially that silly foreshadowing for Season 3. This whole season didn't make much sense at all, and I would say at least half of the material here is mere filler. Once again, like I said, this season isn't bad, but compared to Season 1, it's far from complimentary. Apart from that though, I can't say much negative about this show. It's really solid and has a lot of great things going for it. I do feel like it is a bit much and the animation looks pretty scrappy at times, but these aspects don't make or break the show. Yeah, this show is just pretty solid. Not much else I could say about it. In conclusion, I know that there are some things that you could say weren't great about this show, but overall, I still loved it. It has a really creative premise, lovable characters, and a direction for the plot that you don't see all that often in Netflix shows at least. While I wouldn't say the series is a flat out classic, it's definitely a show that I would recommend watching, and it's definitely one of the best cartoons Netflix has come out with. Thanks for watching. If you have any shows you want me to cover in the next video, just comment them out and be sure to like and subscribe.